race fans, and welcome to this episode of 10 Questions. Joining me today, NASCAR driver for the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, Christopher Bell. Christopher, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
We're just going to dive right into here. Currently, and this can be racing related or non-racing related, but what is the number one thing on your bucket list to do?
That's a good question. Probably test an open wheel car, like an Indy car, F1 car. That'd be a lot of fun.
Now, has that something you've always been wanting to do, or did the whole Larson Verstappen thing kind of pique your interest a little more into that?
No, I mean, I've always been into it and enjoy watching the F1 stuff. I think it's just really cool to do global racing. So maybe an F1 car over an Indy car.
Number two, beyond winning, what is the best way to measure success in racing?
Leading laps.
I mean, that's definitely good because, as we saw last night, not always being up front leading laps can get there, but it's a good measure of where you're at with equipment-wise.
Absolutely.
What is the biggest thing fans don't realize about what goes into, and this can be either you on the dirt side or you on the NASCAR side, but what do you think they don't realize about what goes into a racing program week in and week out and nightly for shows?
I mean, I think it's gotten a lot better with social media and, just, I guess, awareness of the sport. But, there's a lot that goes on. It's not just taking cars out to a racetrack. It's hours and a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that are put into race cars that make them go good. And even the driving side, there's a lot of homework that goes into it. Whenever you come up to the Chili Bowl, you can't just get in the car and drive. You're not going to have success. You need to be able to study it, study the sport, study the previous races, watch what's going on with the track, and know what's going on.
I know track pretty much here on dirt especially changes. It's different every single night, but how much does studying a track, does it give you a good idea on what maybe the track can do throughout a night?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell, once you get experience, you can tell where you need to be by looking at it.
What does success look like for you at a racetrack this season?
Winning, for sure. I feel like, last year in the Cup Series at least, we made a giant step in leading laps, and that's one thing that we focused on in 2024, sorry. Geez, we're already in 2025. So 2024, we focused on leading laps. I wanted to lead laps. I didn't really do a bunch of that through 2022 or 2023, and we accomplished that, but we lacked in the win department. So we should have won a lot more, and we need to capitalize on that this year.
And for question number 5 here, we can go racing related or non-racing related as well, but what is a place that you've never been to that you'd like to visit? It can be a place you just want to go get away from everything, or a track that you'd like to go try out for the first time?
Probably Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah, I've been to Maui, so I'd like to go like the Big Island or something.
Man, that would be fun. Same thing here with number 6. You can go racing related, non-racing related. There's been a couple interesting answers here. You must pick one chore or obligation to do every day for a year. If you make it the whole year doing that, you never have to do it again.
Oh, I was gonna say like doing dishes because I actually don't mind doing dishes, but
that's where I would go. I hate dishes.
Probably laundry.
Laundry?
Yeah.
That's the easy part. You just put it in, kind of forget. I mean, it takes 5 to 7 business days to fold it.
Yeah, I would say laundry.
And this can be, NASCAR, Formula One, IndyCar, dirt track racing, local go-karts that you see that most people don't. But in your opinion, who is the best, most talented driver in racing right now?
I mean, I think that's pretty easy. It's hard to say anyone other than Larson. He has a ton of natural ability, and he can he has the ability to hustle a car, and it's not hustling for him. The rest of us are over there with our tongue hung out, and he can just do it and be smooth at it.
I had a feeling that was going to be the favorite answer, but I really wanted to see if anybody would find some raw talent coming up yet so far. But so far, the most popular one's been Larson.
I mean, he's earned that title for sure.
So next one, the sanctioning body comes to you the Monday after the race weekend, whether that's NASCAR, whether that's whatever dirt series you're running that weekend, and they ask you your opinion on if you want to implement any rule of your choice or take away any rule of your choice. What would you go for on that one?
What series are we talking about?
I mean, it can be any, whatever you want to do. If there's a NASCAR rule that you don't particularly like and you want to throw that out the book, go for it.
I thought that the choose cone or choose procedure, there's not a cone, but the choose procedure for double file restarts was a huge positive for the sport. The high limit series implemented that into theirs, so I think that's awesome, and I wouldn't mind, just even start races like where you seed your position, whatever 1 through 24, and then let everyone pick what lane they want to start in. I'm not even here at the Chili Bowl, it can be really tough if you start on the outside whenever they just work the bottom. So, the second place starting position is not normally the best one. You'd rather be first or third. So I like the choose cone.
I mean, that's good. Nobody's really ever said that. Most of them are just trying to get quick change rear ends and stuff. What was the first win you got in any type of racing?
It would have been a junior sprint. That's what I started in, junior sprint micros, probably at I-44 Speedway.
And kind of a second question to that one: do racers remember each one of their wins, or is it just kind of if we pointed at one of your trophies on the shelf, could you tell me like lap 7 of that feature? Is it just kind
I'm
of
pretty
memories
good
here
at
and
it.
there?
I'm pretty good at it. Yes, I'm pretty good at it.
And then to wrap things up here, what person outside of your family has been most influential for your career?
Oh, definitely Pete Willoughby. Pete Willoughby, Rick Perkle. Those two really got me started in national level racing, and I'm forever indebted to them.
And kind of wrapping up things here, I'm pretty sure most people follow your socials, but if you'd like to shout out your socials and some sponsors, and we'll get you back to your day.
If you need a water heater or an air conditioning unit, you go to Rheem, and to put that and install that in your house, you use your DeWalt tools. So there you go.
Well, that's going to wrap things up for this installment of 10 Questions. Christopher, thank you for joining me so much, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Have a